Take a deep breath in and through the nose, out through the mouth. Let your body relax. Take a seat. Find a comfortable position, whether that's sitting in Indian style. Maybe it's your legs straight, or your back is against the wall or supported by something. Take a deep breath in. Hold for a second. Exhale. Imagine this time we're going to be pouring trust in through the top of our head. And imagining our body is like a sponge, just a dry sponge, just taking in all of the trust. Imagine what color trust is. Imagine it coming into the top of your head and engulfing your mind in trust. Allowing you to trust your thoughts. Allowing you to trust your intuition. Allowing the trust to seep down to your eyes, where when you look people in the eyes, they can see your trust. Take a moment and see what you can see with your eyes closed. Let it roll over your temples, back of your head, to your ears, and just hear what's in the room for a second. If you can hear the neighbor, any birds, any movement in a fan, let the trust roll down to the nose. Just trust whatever you breathe in is new, and what you breathe out is old. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Go out through the mouth. Feel the trust coming through your face, through the cheeks, down towards the back of the neck. The trust come through your mouth. You only speak trust. Let the trust roll over your tongue. Feel what your tongue is feeling with your mouth, through feeling the teeth, the roof of your mouth, the bottom of your mouth. And let the trust roll over your neck. Let it come down to the shoulders. And envision this color seeping through your body, making its way down to the elbows. Going from the elbows to the wrists. Feeling these hands. Hands of trust. Feeling the palms, the back of the hands, starting from the small finger, growing up to the thumb, feeling each individual finger. Making your way back up the arms, coming down the chest and the back at the same time. Just feel how your chest rises and falls, the lungs. And just fill these lungs with trust. If there's anything that your back is touching, just take notice of it. It's being supported by a wall or a pillow. Just let the trust slowly seep through this body of a sponge and just completely cover the heart. And just envision as soon as the liquid trust gets to the heart, the trust is just being poured directly into the heart. From the mind straight down to the heart is a direct stream of trust. And the trust just starts pumping through the rest of the body like blood. Pumping. And feel it coming down through the rest of your torso, down to the hips. Feel the weight in your glutes being filled with trust. Feel the legs being filled with trust. Your thighs coming down to your knees, going from your knees all the way down to your ankles. And just take notice of anything on your legs that they're touching. If they're touching each other, if they're touching pants or shorts. Rolls into the ankles, to the heel. Then it slowly grows up to the toes. Goes up all of the toes at the same time. Finishing with a small toe first, the next one, the next one, the next one. Up until the big toe is the last part of a dry sponge. Your body is completely engulfed in trust. Any pain that you feel in your body, just let it be there. At the bottom of the sponge of your feet, you can feel how it's just completely saturated in trust. Coming up. The toes to the bottom of the foot, making your way up to the ankle, going up to the knee, making your way from the knees to the thighs, taking notice of any weight that's happening. The weight of your legs touching the bed or the floor, the couch. Seeing the full saturation of trust just coming all the way up to the hips. Completely saturating the glutes, coming up to the hips. Feeling the weight of your body, the bulk of your weight in the hips, in the glutes, coming in contact with the ground, the floor, the bed. It almost feels like you're waist deep while sitting in a pool, completely saturated. Why the water slowly rises up to your belly button, coming up the back, the stomach at the same time. The way you breathe, you can feel your breath coming through your stomach. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take a deep breath through the nose and fill the bottom of the stomach. Watch how each vertebrae is slowly being completely saturated with trust as it rises, keeps rising. The lungs are fully engulfed, fully filled with trust, completely saturated. As it's fully saturated with trust, breathe in trust. Exhale scarcity. Comes up slowly, halfway through the spine. Comes up and completely saturates the heart. Just take notice how that feels of the heart being fully in trust. The trust to keep pumping through your veins. The saturation overfills to your shoulders and starts running down your arms towards your elbow to where it cannot contain it anymore. The trust is coming out of your pores, down to your wrists, to your palms, to the back of your hand, again through all the fingers, but this time fully saturated where it cannot hold any trust anymore. Slowly comes back up to the shoulders, covers the trunk, goes through our neck. The bottom of the neck slowly fills up to the top of our neck, to where we can feel our spine joins our head. Feel the bottom of our jaw, how it connects to the rest of our skull. Feel the tongue resting in the mouth as the trust keeps rising. Goes to your upper lip, to the nose. Breathe in trust through the nose. Exhale scarcity. Let it keep growing. Trust. Up to the back of your head, to the ears. Notice again if there's any new noises that come up. Back to the brain. Let the brain be the last part that's fully saturated. And you can feel your heart pumping trust into the brain. Slowly becomes fully saturated with trust. The trust is coming from the heart and being poured to the head at the same time. Our minds are completely saturated in trust. We see that the trust that's being poured in our mind is infinite. We never run out. And again, we hug our inner child while they sit on our laps as a dry sponge. And from our hearts, we fill them with heart to heart. We fill them with trust. We can visually see the trust going from our hearts, from our bodies, and completely engulfing them. From head to foot and foot to head. As we breathe in deep, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Every time we take a deep breath, we could visually see the trust growing in our inner child. Take a deep breath in. See more trust coming through their body. Deep breath out. We can see it getting farther. Another breath in. Deep breath out. They're nearly fully saturated. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Feel that their body, our inner child, is nearly fully saturated. And just watch how the last bit of dryness is gone. At this moment, with no words, listen to what your inner child is speaking from their heart to your heart. And just feel what your inner child has to say. Now that they're filled with trust and they know they can trust you, they can say, there is no vulnerability without trust. There is no authenticity without trust. There is no peace without trust. This trust allows them to be an infinite flow of vulnerability, an infinite flow of authenticity. And let them know they need to do nothing for trust. They are trust. You are trust. There's no doer here. We are trust. Ask your inner child if there's anything else that they would like to say. Let their words flow from their heart to your heart. And thank you for all of their guidance. Let them know whatever happened in the past is the past. We are now in the present. We don't need to focus on the future. Any negativity of the inner child in the past is gone. We don't have to fear the future. You can be here right now and breathe in the trust and let it flow through us to our inner child and back from our inner child to us. Slowly let the trust in your body, envision your entire body and the body of your inner child together. Envision the color of trust flowing through it, and recognize how it can flow into peace. The trust is the root of peace. Trust is the root of safety. Trust is the root of authenticity, vulnerability, abundance. And with the peace, the safety, just hold your inner child as they slowly fall asleep. Because there's nothing more they need to say. There's nothing more they need to be afraid of. Sit in peace with your inner child as long as you'd like.